Welcome to part 2 of Legacy of Goku, and this time around it's about to get a little grind heavy. By grind heavy, I mean, oh my god, the fetch quests are about to kick in. So what the premise is, up in that upper right corner, there's a house with a guy living inside of it that's like, you can't pass until you complete the forest objectives, and I'll teach you something cool. God. The weird, so apparently, Goku cannot go to fight Raditz until we've solved all of the problems of the forest that are apparently making it, well, that's a good word for this. He has to settle the forest first? That's the best way I can describe it, really. He's trying to, like, just solve various problems, so he can go ahead and fight Raditz. I'm just like, there's so many things wrong with this, I don't know where to begin. I.e. where Nimbus went, why I just can't bypass it, why the forest needed to calm in the first place. Wouldn't Raditz be the first problem in the forest instead of all of these things? I have no fucking clue. Again, it's hard to get to kids, and it really shows, but yeah. Hey, Yamcha. I still haven't watched Dragon Ball, so I don't know if Yamcha's really cool or not, but I don't know, apparently he's pretty cool. Yeah. Funny thing, back when Dragon Ball Z first started up, apparently he was working in an actual baseball team, and here he's like, yeah, I have a game in a few hours, but I'm not gonna do fuck all about it. So I'm like, okay. And everyone just did poor, just like a floating cap that can talk. I'm not sure where to go with this. Kira Toriyama has a weird thought sometimes, especially with animals. I swear, one of the weirdest things about this game is just the flight itself. I know I mentioned this earlier, how you can only use it to like fly over obstacles and stuff like that, which again, when you say it like that, it sounds like the point of flying. But here you can't gain altitude with it. You can't really do anything cool with it. Like if you're over an object and your flight meter runs out, you're gonna immediately like teleport back to where you started from. I think you take damage because Goku like flashes red or something like that. Oh, it's a kitty. Oh, I had to point this out. Apparently, Goku can talk to cats, and this cat's name is Nico, which is the Japanese word for cat, and, it's weird playing this game in retrospect, because, this shit's just so fucking weird. I don't even know. Oh, and there's a poor hit detection for you. Look at this. I'm right on top of this goddamn wolf, and I can't hit it. It does anyway, because, well, I'm overpowered, but, seriously. Fucking wolves will just be like the death of you so much in this early part of the game, because not only do they run right through you, take a bunch of hits, but they also do like a third of your health when you're not even at a good level. So here's that guy's health that I mentioned earlier, and what is up with that dragon skull? I'm not sure if that's like a dragon, a dinosaur, I have no idea. Yeah, you see? Return to me after you complete your tasks and I will teach you something cool. Well, can I just pass? I don't know. Oh, to be fair, he does give you the most game-breaking ability in... I don't know if just this or if it's just the most game-breaking thing that spans the entire fucking Legacy of Goku series. And here I got really lost, so I decided to take... Is that a cutout? When I completed this game, it took like 2.5 hours of like gameplay time when I actually pull it off. When I did the editing, I think this game is only an hour and a half. So that means I spent an hour either dying, getting lost, or fighting enemies. God damn, that's almost half of the game spent right there doing nothing relevant. But again, that's Legacy of Goku. People give it shit for its bad design. Yeah, I have to kind of agree with that, but it's bad for a number of things. And I want to get to that now. What really makes this game bad for me is it feels boring. And I don't mean boring in the usual sense of like you don't really get anything accomplished. I mean boring as in the design is terrible, especially the level design. The palettes, like the color palettes are alright, considering it is like an early 2002. I don't know if it's early 2002 or not. It's a early Game Boy Advance game. But also the sound design. Ugh. I mean, right here, you can see how much flying. It actually does make a noise. It's like a kind of sound, but you can barely hear it. It's not very gratifying whatsoever, and frankly, you can never really tell you're flying. Sometimes it looks like Goku's just boarding on the wind or something like that. It's just not interesting to look at. And fucking music is the goddamn music is like one of the worst parts about this game. I like how this kid, whoever's in this house, has a Mr. Satan poster over there in the bedroom. That's kind of weird because I would not think Hercule was anything at this point in the series, because he honestly doesn't make an appearance until the Cell games. Anyway, wait, did he only make his appearance in the Cell games? He might have done it earlier and I overshot it. I don't know. Anyway, found this little girl lying around the woods, and well, I feel bad for her if she tries to even take on those wolves, because jeez, if Goku has trouble fighting him, god damn, I feel bad for this little kid. Especially people even get anything done around here. Shit. Here's Goku, the strongest martial arts fighter in the world. They came and fight a bunch of animals. How do people live in this society? I mentioned the character portraits look very, very wrong. I think wrong is the only real way I can describe these things. On top of the weird low-res 16-bit. Wait, is the Game Boy Advance 16-bit or 32-bit? I have no idea. I know it's like a Super Nintendo, but bumped up. Might be 32-bit. I got your boat. Pretty sure the cut again was just because I got lost once more. Oh, and this kid actually has some pretty interesting things to say, at least from my discovery. After I just decided to walk away, I go back and he's like, "My brother is so weird. He just keeps talking about girls. Doesn't he know they have cooties?" And as soon as I read that, I was like, "Oh yeah, there's a target audience." Super young kids who still believe cooties are a thing. Oh boy. So now back to the guy who's dickishly blocking the path forward. I'm like, oh god, it's glowing now. What kind of weird shit does that say about this game? The forest being protected by the spirit of like a nature dragon? I don't know. Is that dragon from Final Fantasy 12 back to haunt me? Yeah. I'm gonna believe now. Man. Oh shit, I forgot your reward, dude. I'm gonna teach you the solar flare. It destroys everything. You'll love it. And yeah, my improv right now is pretty bad, but you know what? He's right. Solar flare is going to be your best friend for this entire game. I should have tried seeing if I could like backtrack to come out through that dragon skull again. I don't know. That would be pretty cool. I love how Piccolo was just chilling here the entire time for like the half hour I was just digging around in the forest. He was like, "What took you so damn long?" Alright, Gohan, let's just bail and leave this guy here so I can go do our stuff. Nope, can't do that. Gotta kill rabbits. And before that, I'm gonna shoot more squirrels because, as we all know, squirrels are the epitome of evil in the Dragon Ball Z universe. That's why Android 16 was eyeballing them so hard. He wanted to make sure they didn't do anything funny. Alright, rabbits. Oh god, he can barely you can't even make out any facial features on him. Meanwhile, Goku's still frame in this game for every single shot is always that weird pose of him like just leaning in towards the camera. Like, what is this thing? It's so strange to look at. What the fuck is this? And here's the best strategy against every enemy in this entire game. Walk away, sword flare, punch, repeat, and just retreat, back up, and done. Oh, and the best part is whenever they're charging up an energy blast, because you know that's always gonna hit you, it immediately cancels out their charge, and they're like, I can't do anything, I'm immobilized. Why can't the Solar Flare be this broken in Budokai Tenkaichi? I would find good use for Tien if that was the case. I guess I have to say Tien's not useful to begin with, but you know what I mean. I have the audio playing slowly, hang on. Does it actually play boss music? Yeah, it does, but it's not very noteworthy. Alright, I said earlier the sound design's pretty bad, but the punching itself does sound pretty interesting every now and then. Especially when you actually get the Kamehameha wave later. It's actually sounds pretty cool, if I say so. And yeah, it's the entire boss fight. Does everyone else remember how Goku fought Raditz? He just ran around, just sword flared in every single direction. Raditz immediately became like paralyzed and waist down and just couldn't do anything. Oh, this is the thing I want to try doing during the recording, but I couldn't figure out if it would work or not. How, I don't know if it's scripted. Well, yeah, it's actually pretty scripted in multiple points of the story. where characters just start walking towards predestined spots from where they are. Oh, my six-pack. Oh. That's a random ass still shot of the anime, and that actually happens quite a few times. I don't know why. Well, I know why. It's because the game, it wants to be faithful to the anime. If you want to be faithful to the anime, make a better game. Anyway, I was going somewhere with this. Oh yeah, I wanted to see if I could get Piccolo stuck in that rock over there. Suddenly, Otherworld. Oh my god, that transition is so, man. You guys familiar with the term culture shock? It comes to mind here. You died for Earth, but now there are more Saiyans on their way. Shit. I think this is the only time you actually see King Yama in any of the video games. Again, I'm only saying that having played the Budokai games in Raging Blast, Burst Limit, excuse me. So, I don't know. Maybe he's in one of the other RPGs. You know, while we're on the subject of that, I actually want to ask, Dragon Ball Z, I think it's Attack of the Saiyans. It's on a DS, and apparently it's made by the same guys who did the engine for Xenosaga Saga. I'm curious, is that game any good? Apparently it's like selling for ridiculously high prices now, but I was figuring, you know what, since it, I like how I still have like no energy from the fight against rats. Anyway, is Attack of the Saiyans any good? Because if it is, I might actually invest in like a DS capture card or try emulating it, because you know what, anything that has to do with Xenosaga Saga is a-okay by me. Traveling along Snake Way now. The weird thing is, the game actually tries to be a little more faithful to the original source by making it so touching the edges hurt you, but it's really nothing special, and I don't even know how much damage it does to you. I so rarely actually touch the edges. It's weird. Hello. So this lady randomly comes out of nowhere with no context whatsoever. And again, I think that was Princess Snake in the original show too. She just comes out of nowhere, no backstory whatsoever, just eats people. I don't know why that is. Huh. It actually makes me wonder. I think in the original show it implies King Yama is the only one to actually get to the end of Snake Way and train under King Kai, which how someone that size can train with King Kai on his planet is beyond me. But anyway, and the idea here is, oh my god, is she really trying to run away? No, not the solar flare! You'll never hit me with that! No! Anyway. So again, just stun lock every single one of the bosses in this game. They'll never have a good answer to that one strategy, ever. And you can just immediately destroy them there on spot. Oh yeah, you also get experience from everything in this game, whether it be being bosses or doing little side quests, which I'm not sure how saving that little kid's boat would warrant Goku to get 500 points of experience, but okay. You're staying in the middle of the goddamn road. Oh, apparently Goku was also... Did Goku get hit by a car? I don't know. This game's lack of context is amazing, isn't it? So anyway, Goku falls off Snake Way. Whatever will we do? I think it's time to go beat the shit out of some ghosts. See you in part 3.